So I started in consulting and ended up in audits. I'm not at heart a rigorous person, so I tend to procrastinate in my personal life and sometimes not finish tasks when less now. And I think this is also because of my job, because you have to be rigorous in audits. It helped me structure a little bit better my life. My name is Pierre. I work at PwC as an IT auditor. I'm a senior manager and I've been doing this job for 9 years now. What we do as IT auditor is, since financial data transits through systems and applications, we make sure those applications are managed in such a way that the data is complete and precise and that there is no lack of data. It could be either misstatements in the sense that people are entering wrong data, or it could be misstatements in the sense that the data flows between the systems is wrong for any reason. So that's what we are doing, and we're making sure that financial auditors can rely on the systems and make sure that those systems are managed in such a way that the data is complete. If you have a client that is global, then your audit is not only in France, but it's also making sure that people that are auditing in Asia, in America, are doing the work that is aligned with the group's strategy, pretty much.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of meetings, it's a lot of parallel work, because we usually have several clients at the same time. And you have to make sure you don't miss anything. At the end of the audits, if we sign the audits, the partner in charge of the financial literally signs his name. If the accounts are wrong, he could go to prison. There's a lot of responsibility behind. And as a manager, we try to anticipate all the issues that we could have so that there's no bottleneck at the end. A bad day is probably when, I would say it's a fire extinguisher day. It's when you have fires on different accounts and you have to be there to make sure that we can sign the accounts with confidence and there's no gap anywhere. I would say it's mostly bad weeks than bad days, because I tried to anticipate as much so it's not last minute. I had a case where one company had a material weakness. It was really bad, and we spent 1 or 2 weekends to degrade it to a significant deficiency by the work that we could perform to mitigate the risk so that it would not be public, but it would still be to the board, but not public. So there was definitely some stress, but I like a challenge, so I don't mind. I'm more calm facing a stressful situation than other people. It's easier for me to take a step back and say, okay, if we're thinking solution-driven, what needs to be done now is this. So let's take everything out and just do this. And then when this is done, just prioritize the stuff, and then we can do the rest step by step. Also, I think it's the role of the higher up, wherever you are in the hierarchy, it's the role of a higher up to, so if you're a senior associate, you have to take the stress at your level from the associate. And if you're a manager, you have to take it from the associate, and so on. I try my best to shoulder the stress of what is not in the role of my team to make sure they can focus on the work. But I feel like if you prioritize and you delegate to the right people, then there shouldn't be so much stress. It's still a stressful work anyway, and everybody knows that. In the busy period, we can stay in the office until 10, 11. At PwC, we have what we call care. It's one of our core values, and it's really inside our DNA, and we really take care of our people. That's important, especially in stressful work. We try to have proximity with the people. We have what we call buddies. When people come into the firm, whatever their level is, they have someone at their level that knows the company already and that helps them in the first few days or weeks, how the systems work, where do you have to go to ask for leave, where do you have to go when your computer doesn't work. There are day-to-day necessities. And we have a local HR that we can ask whenever we have an issue that can help us. We have someone that leads us all the way, that's called a team leader, that basically follows our career. We can ask questions about our professional development, where we want to go, our wishes, and they guide us and represent us at the end of the year for the annual review. The last part is in every Big Four, but the others are more stressed, I would say, in PwC than elsewhere. I do theater on the side, and I've been hesitating to make it my job for a while. I don't think I will, but I'm still going to take a step further this year and try and make it concrete, even if it's a side thing. I think AI is definitely going to help us. I don't think it's going to replace the job, because I think auditors still have like a consultant, we require the thinking behind. And I think AI, as robots or anything, are going to help us automate most of the work and then focus on the thinking behind. It's probably not what I wake up every day for. I do wake up every day for it anyway, but it's more for the people I work with than for the job itself.
For someone who's starting career in consulting or in auditing, what advice will you give?
Sometimes students come to me and say, what is the checklist that I have to fill in to be hired? There's no checklist. What we need is a way of thinking, and we make sure you're thinking properly around risk, of course, because that's what we do. Big Fours or any other consulting company helps you go through a lot of different cases, a lot of different clients, and seeing a lot of different things. It's the up or out system, but it's also what people are here for, because you go up the ranks and at one moment you say, this opportunity here in this client is really what I want to do. You need to put in the work, but every person is different, but for me it's perfect.